So the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board have released their numbers for May of 2026, and they're looking a little rough. After 1 month of positive growth, we're back down to declines. So what I was concerned about happening last month seems to be coming to pass, but let's dig into the numbers and we can talk about it a little bit more. So the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board recorded 1,124 sales in May. That's up 0.5% from April, but it's down 5% from May of 2025, which was already a pretty slow month. They saw the composite benchmark price fall 0.7% to 893,300. We're now down 7.3% year over year on the composite. But when we dig into the individual property types, we see that detached fell 0.6% month over month to 1,366,500. They took 35 days on average to sell and are now down 7.9% year over year. Townhomes fell 0.3% to 769,500. They took an average of 37 days to sell and now are down 7.6% year over year. And then lastly, condos, which saw the largest bump last month of 0.4%, saw the largest decline this month of 1.5%. They took 40 days to sell and are now down 8.8% year over year. So I am concerned because what happened last year in May is that we didn't have much of a spring market, and then heading into June, we had very low momentum. There were fewer buyers in the marketplace with more listings, and then that put negative pressure on the market, and we saw prices fall pretty much 1% month over month for about 5 months, and then it started to stabilize in the fall and through the winter time. If we're this slow in May of this year, we're likely going to see the same thing happen again. Buyers are going to take to the sidelines as they typically do in the summertime. Inventory hasn't fallen, sales haven't increased. That puts negative pressure on pricing. I hope that I'm wrong, but I don't expect us to maintain this HPI, and I wouldn't be surprised to start seeing larger 1% drops across the board month over month going forwards. We'll have to wait and see. So what does that mean if you are a buyer and a seller? Well, looking at the larger economic implications, we're now officially in a recession. You can call it a technical recession if you want. You can call it a technical car accident if you want. It is what it is. And when we look at GDP per capita, we're actually well below where we were in 2019. So we have had basically zero growth for 7 years. Yes, the positive job numbers came out and we did have about 88,000 jobs increased, but we're still down about 40,000 jobs year over year. And of all of those jobs that were added, the majority of them are part-time summer jobs. So it's not exactly the full-time work that we need. The PBO also put out a report basically stating that the federal government is way blowing over their estimate on spending. The deficits are going to be much higher than they were projecting, and the economic outlook is going to be muted because taxes are going to be lower than what they were expecting as well. So not good signs overall, and it's just leading to lower consumer confidence. So basically what that means to me is that if you're a seller, you need to be really, really aggressive. Unless you have like an A property in a great location, it looks fantastic, it's priced really well, you are jockeying with every other seller on the market and you need to get ahead of this train. If you're a buyer, you're in the driver's seat. I mean, if you're looking at an A property, something unique, man, jump on it if you're going to live in it and love it. But if you're looking at something that's a commodity, like a condo, 2-bed, 2-bath, where there's a ton of options for you, I wouldn't fault you to take a step back and say to yourself, well, I can probably save some money if I wait a few months. So overall, we're probably going to start seeing declines continue. I hope that I'm wrong, but the outlook isn't really positive. It just means that you have to be pragmatic and get ahead of the changes that are coming. Anyway, if you want to look at individual properties and markets, check out the market area page at jkre.ca. And if you have any questions, you're always welcome to reach out. Thanks so much.